Wetlands, the place where water and soil meet, where life depends on constant saturation. They include floodplains, swamps, marshes, and peatlands. These ecosystems are often described as mysterious, unpredictable, and difficult to access. Yet, they belong among the most productive ecosystems in the world. Take peatlands as an example. Many European peatlands began forming after the last ice age 10 to 16,000 years ago. As glaciers retreated, they left behind water-filled depressions. In these hollows, mosses such as sphagnum slowly accumulated, building up layer after layer of partially decomposed material. Over millennia, these deposits reached depths of 4 to 5 meters. We have asked Tomasz Picek, professor at the University of South Bohemia and specialist on natural and artificial wetlands, on this topic.
I think you are mostly interested in recent time, like some 58 years ago. So that means after Second World War, in this time the wetlands were threatened, and because they were not protected often, they were destroyed, drained for agriculture, for forestry, and the human thought that they are not useful. So large areas of wetlands disappeared. Also the peatlands were used for peat extraction and for burning, for gardening, etc. So this is the biggest threats and what happened with wetlands in the last century, let's say.
But human use is not the only threat. Climate change adds further stress. In hot summers, peat can become hydrophobic, repelling water like desert sand. Fires can smolder deep underground, reigniting long after the surface flames are gone. As a result, more than 70% of Europe's peatlands have been degraded, transforming once thriving habitats into vulnerable wastelands.
So wetlands are carbon sinks. They store lots of organic matter like peat. So if this peat is released, then climate change will accelerate quickly. They are also natural hotspots of biodiversity. They support many plants and animals, rare animals which live only in wetlands. And also another important thing is they support animals, but also human, with biomass, with plants, with water, and so on. And also they are able to clean the water, to purify the water, which is very important. If the wetlands are destroyed, drained most often, they are not keeping these functions which they should have, and they lose their natural properties.
Since the 1990s, restoration efforts have been growing. Projects like LIFE for Myers in Bavaria and the Shumava Mountains have shown that damaged peatlands can recover. The methods are practical yet powerful. Blocking drainage ditches to restore natural water levels, creating small pools to increase habitat diversity, removing artificial spruce plantations, allowing native species to return, monitoring with ecological indicators, the return of orchids like Listera cordata, Juncus effusus, or insects like Aphodius reveals groundwater recovery. In restored areas, young plants recolonize, water tables rise, and peat formation slowly begins again. It is a long process. Peat grows only about 1 millimeter per year, but every step brings us closer to healthy wetlands. So we can see, restoring peatlands transforms barren brown peat deserts into vibrant ecosystems. Within just a few years, biodiversity begins to flourish and the area is turned into a true hotspot of life. Over time, these re-wetted peatlands get back their ability to absorb more carbon than they release. So restored peatlands have a high potential to be a natural part in the fight against climate change. And beyond that, They help regulate water, reducing the risk of floods and protecting surrounding landscapes.
I would mention all these important things, why the wetlands are needed, and try to agree with these people that they start to think that the wetlands are important.
So, wetland restoration isn't just nature conservation. It's climate action, water management, and biodiversity protection all in one. Now it's your turn. How would you convince someone to protect and restore wetlands? Let's discuss this in the comment section.